Hi everybody. This is another basic video for those who are just getting started in paganism and Wicca, just on the concept of working with gods and goddesses and knowing which ones to choose to call upon when you're working. There are, I think, literally thousands of different deities out there in the universe, and which ones you choose to honor will often depend upon what path and on your spiritual path follows. Many modern pagans and Wiccans today describe themselves as eclectic, which means they may honor one god of one tradition besides the goddess of another tradition. In some cases, we may choose a deity for assistance in a magical working or problem solving, but regardless, at some point, you're new to the craft, or whatever path you're following. You're gonna have to sit down for yourself and sort them all out, so you have a better, clearer personal understanding of them. So if you don't have a specific written tradition, then how do you know which gods to call upon? A good way to look at that question and to figure it out is to figure out which deity specifically would be interested in your purpose. So other words, what gods may take the time to look into your situation personally. This is where the concept of appropriate worship comes in handy. You know, if you can't take the time to sit down and get to know the deities, then you probably shouldn't be asking them for favors. That's just my take on it. So first, really sit down and figure out what your goal is. Are you doing a working regarding home and domestic related issues? Then don't call upon a masculine power deity. If you're celebrating the end of harvest and dying of the earth, you probably shouldn't offer milk and flowers to a spring goddess. You know, just like in all other aspects of Wicca and paganism, really sit down and do your homework. Consider your purpose carefully before you make offerings and prayers to a particular goddess. So when you celebrate the fall harvest, and you may want to take time to honor Hern, the god of the wild hunt, or Cyrus, who is often connected with grain and the harvest. Demeter and her daughter are typically connected with the waning part of the year. Pomona is associated with fruit orchards and the bounty of trees in the fall. There's also a number of harvest gods and gods of the vine who may be interested in what you're doing. Feminine energy for workings related to like the moon, lunar energy, or the sacred feminine. Consider invoking Artemis or Venus, of course. For fertility, when it comes to fertility, there are plenty of deities out there to ask for assistance. Freya, a goddess of sexual power and energy. I can never say his name. Consider, well, I'll spell it because I can never remember his name. It's Cernunnos. The wild stag of the forest. And just like I said before, even for fertility, there are a number of other fertility gods out there, each with their own specific domain for fertility. Home and marriage. Brigheed is a protector of the hearth and home. Juno and Vesta are both over marriage. Love and lust. Aphrodite has very long been associated with love and beauty, and so has her counterpart Venus. Likewise, Eros and Cupid are considered representative of masculine lust. Magic. Isis, the mother goddess of Egypt, is also called upon for magical workings, as is Hecate, a goddess of sorcery. So this that wasn't a comprehensive list of all the gods and their domains, but hopefully it'll help you to get a bit of a idea of who's out there and what sorts of things they may be able to help you with. If you want more names, I can certainly give them to you. Just write me a note, send me a message, and I can help you out with that. But just, or you can just take the names that I've given you and Google them, and I'm sure you'll be able to come up with a website that will give you a whole list of all of the gods and goddesses. So if you have questions, video responses, I would love to hear them. Thank you to everyone who's subscribing to my channel. It's great. My list is growing. I'm so excited about that. So blessed be everyone, and have a good weekend.